welcome. In today's video, I will be sharing 11 ways to drink more water and stay hydrated. I will share things you can do easily to stay hydrated, especially things that most people don't really consider as a part of hydration. And just a few years back, I used to be someone who would never drink plain water. And I seen it as a worst kind of sentence to be told to drink water. I also consider flavored waters as a perfectly good type of hydration, which definitely isn't, and I'm going to talk about this more later. And now I drink water daily in large amounts out of habit, and I definitely enjoy it. Staying well hydrated has its many benefits, as I'm sure you already heard many times. But if you suffer from headaches, constipation, or low energy, fatigue, and cognitive problems, drinking adequate amount of water regularly can definitely help with or relieve completely all those problems. For those who don't know me, my name is Arleta. And after years of struggling to find answers to my low energy and many health issues, I began studying and learning all I could about what it really takes to heal your own body holistically without the one-size-fits-all solution out there. I tackled depression and gluten intolerance and many other physical issues. And as a IAN certified health coach with specialization in gut health, a theta healer, and soon to be nutritional therapist, I'm here to help you do the same. Before we jump right in, let me share a few facts on hydration in case if you're wondering how drinking water can help you. Our bodies are 60% of water, our lungs are 90% of water, our brain is 70% of water, and blood is over 80% water. So there's no doubt we need water. As I mentioned in my video on a gut health as well, our digestion itself is using 7 to 8 liters of fluid and just in small intestines to absorb all the nutrition. Water helps to carry nutrients and oxygen to every cell. It helps to control the body temperature. It helps to remove toxins from your body. Water also helps to metabolize fat. On the other hand, dehydration causes fatigue, constipation, muscle cramps, kidney malfunctions, which put a bigger weight on your liver, which slows the metabolism of fat. And signs of mild dehydration include dry mouth, excessive thirst, dizziness, lightheadedness, and weakness overall. In healthy body, the brain detects when the body is becoming dehydrated and initiates thirst to stimulate drinking. So it also releases a hormone which signals to the kidney to conserve the water by concentrating the urine. We are constantly losing water through sweat, urination, and breathing. In total, about 2.2 liters. And while scientists are still trying to figure out what amount of water is exactly ideal for us to drink, I would say going by the 8 glasses of water a day is not far from what we really need. For those interested in more information, I have linked in the description some very in-depth water intake recommendation from Institute of Medicine, which is broken down more by a weight of a person and age and so on. According to the British Journal of Nutrition, by drinking adequate amount of water, short-term memory, mood, levels of awareness, alertness, and cognitive functions are improved. Also, according to the British Journal of Nutrition, there are some important benefits of avoiding even the early stage of dehydration or mild dehydration. A number of studies have found, for example, that drinking enough water to avoid mild dehydration helps support brain functions. and our ability to do simple tasks such as problem solving, and so on. So the bottom line is that if you are dehydrated, in one way or another, your body will signal to you, and you will drink some water. There's no worry over being, dying out of dehydration or anything like that. But staying hydrated before we get to the even mild dehydration will improve and help us to maintain brain function. Meaning, if you want to stay ahead of the curve and use your brain and your body to maximum, just drink water and make sure you're hydrated. So let's jump into the 11 ways of how to drink more water and stay hydrated. Number 1 is start your day with a large glass of warm lemon water. It will kick in your digestion and rehydrate you after the whole night of sleep. And we wake up quite dehydrated and need large amount of water in early hours after waking, really. So anyone with constipation out there, this is a little habit. This little habit was life-changing for me. After I was chronically constipated for most of my life, thinking that's just how it is. I replaced my morning coffee with pint of warm lemon water, and stuff started moving more regularly. So there are 2 benefits of that. So number 2 is to carry a reusable water bottle with you. And I know this is not a rocket science. We all heard about it. But it really is very simple habit which change, your hydration level and drinking water so much, especially when we on the go. It's first of all, it's much better for environment to use a reusable one. But overall, it saves you money as well from buying a new bottle of water every time you're thirsty, or as well by the time you get to it, you probably you're really dehydrated. It's just easy to carry it with you. You can fill them up in many places, depending obviously of where you live, whether the tap water is okay to drink or not. I live in Scotland. Tap water is perfectly fine here to drink and safe to do so. So often, even when on the airport, I love this so much. We would just drink our water before going to security, and then whenever we would sometimes stop in some coffee shop for having coffee or tea or breakfast, we would just ask someone to refill it for us, tap water. And then we have a water with us on the plane and so on. So this is very handy. And some airports actually have it, but that's just an example, in workplace and things like that. When you put the water bottle in the front of you on your desk, it just makes you drink much more. And another tip I would say, just get one which you actually like looking at, holding, you enjoy it. Because if it's something really doesn't do anything for you, you're not going to be making extra steps to make sure that you have it around with you. So for example, I have 3 reusable water bottles which I use regularly in my house, plus I have some for when I'm cycling or traveling. They're metal ones which can withstand more bashing around, really. But one of the ones I use is this one. This is it's a BPA free plastic, and there is another one here, and I have one more in my handbag. And it really makes me drink more because, first of all, I enjoy the bottle, and I personally think it tastes better with the crystals in. So it is up to you to decide. You can try it or not. And yeah, it makes me enjoy drinking more. Although I drink water even without those bottles, but I like them more. So oh yeah, number 3, track your water intake. And this one takes a bit of prep work, but can keep you motivated. So especially for those of you who use calendars, bullet journal, or any organizing systems, it's really helpful. At the beginning, I had a bullet journal tracker for water, and it got me motivated to take each of the glasses every day. So You have as well fitness trackers, which help you to do that. There are programs on them and on phones as well, which allows you to track water intake. I have had a box for each of the glasses of water. So in a way, I was not discouraged by not having the 8 glasses a day. If it didn't happen, or having more, I could literally take every single glass separately. Therefore, every single glass was accomplishment. So sometimes I would down 1 bottle or pint, that counts as 2 glasses, because technically glass is 250 milliliters. So that is just an example. You can as well set reminders on your phone to remind you to drink more water regularly, so that really helps as well. Okay. Number 4 is to flavor your water. Infuse it with herbs, fruits, and vegetables. Leave a pitcher or glass of water overnight in your fridge or outside of your fridge with the slices of your favorite adds-on. Personally, I love water infused with cucumber, as well as citruses. Just remember, if you put a citrus like a lemon or orange or lime, if you leave them for a very, very long time, they will become slightly bitter. So sometimes it might just be easier to squeeze a bit of a lemon, and I actually do that over infusing with citruses personally, or just, you know, freshly add fresh slice, but don't leave it for too long. Mint leaves, basil, you know, cucumbers, berries, and all these kind of things. It is actually so playful and so fun, and it's just such a cool thing to do. And you probably will enjoy drinking that water more, because it will have some flavor added without necessarily all this sugar. Because as I mentioned before, you know, when you're buying flavored waters, there's plenty of them now on the market. They look just like a plain water, but they have this lovely nice labels on them with showing strawberries and lime and all these juicy fruits, and they taste, well, I guess they taste sweet, and they taste, I don't actually remember, it's been a long time since I had one, but they do taste, technically speaking, better, because they are nothing else than a soft drink. Which is really high in sugar, flavors, artificial sweeteners, and things like that. I'm actually going to do a separate series on sugar, but you can compare sugar amount on those flavored waters, and sometimes it will be very similar to a soft drink. So that's just one I wanted to mention. Anyway, number 5 is drink herbal and fruit teas. Great replacement for black tea is rooibos tea, which is high in antioxidants and is naturally caffeine free. Herbal teas are highly hydrating and are a perfectly good way of helping you to up your water intake throughout the day without feeling that you need to drink a plain glass of water. In my home, we don't really drink caffeinated drinks, so our tea cupboard is absolutely full of different types of herbal teas and fruit teas as well. We are now in the summer. I drink more actually plain water, but when I'm working, I pretty much constantly have a cup of tea going on somewhere. It just becomes a ritual and a habit, and and it keeps you hydrated. So it's perfect to do, you know, just replace some of the drinks you have normally with the herbal tea. Number 6 is eat a cucumber or 2. But really, you know, overall, cucumbers are 96% of water. So in itself, you're really eating a water. If you like cucumbers, I like cucumbers. Other high in water vegetables are watermelon, tomato, spinach, celery, radishes, broccoli. They are all over 90% water. And granted, spinach will be hard to fill you up unless you eat a lot of it to give you enough fluid and water to keep you hydrated. But cucumber or melon can do it quite easily. Word of caution would be not to overdo fruits. Fruits are high in sugars, even if they're natural. So food will be adding to your fluids in your body. So we sometimes forget about this, but just adding salad or vegetables with your dinner or overall whatever you eat is going to have a fruit for dessert, is going to be a part of your daily fluid intake into your body. Number 7 is incorporate soups into your diets. So depending on the climate you are in and the season, you may enjoy cold gazpacho soups or hot ones to warm you up more. Soups are incredibly easy to make and incredibly easy to add to your diet. Great for batch cooking, and you can store them up, freeze them up, and then just defrost, heat it up, and there you are. You're staying hydrated while feeding yourself. Okay, number 8 is that ensure that you have enough electrolytes. Electrolytes are playing major role in functioning and balancing the water in our bodies. So losing electrolytes through sweat can hinder the body's ability to actually stay hydrated. So while you increase your water intake, it is important that you as well eat foods which are rich in electrolytes. For example, spinach, turkey, potatoes, beans, avocados, oranges, soybeans like edamame, strawberries, and bananas. And as well, most of the drinks available out there with electrolytes on the market are high in sugar. So avoid those if you can. Just stick to the whole foods is always best way. Number 9 is drink more often by smaller amounts of water. So your body can intake only certain amount of water at a given time, and it will incorporate some of that amount of water into the system, and rest will be peed out. That would be recommended for someone especially who's worrying about peeing a lot when you start drinking more water. Unless you're really thirsty, of course, which is a sign of dehydration already, then you go for it and just down the bottle of water. But at the beginning, it can help to decrease the portions, or the smaller portion of water, but more regularly. And I actually had my clients noticing that after a while, the pee frequency is actually going down for them. So it's worth maybe starting at the beginning like that if you worry. You pee more at the beginning, but after a while, when your body reaches the healthier state of the hydration, that should decrease. And overall, I think it's quite healthy to get up and stretch when you're working. So even, ideally every hour. And so even if you need to get up to pee, that's really not that bad thing to do. So number 10 is, if you drink coffee, have it with a glass of water. This is what French do, and this is interesting to see when you travel around. People actually in some countries will automatically give you water with coffee, and some other, when you actually ask for a glass of water, they will look at you strangely. While scientists are still debating whether the caffeinated drinks are contributing towards our hydration or not, there is one thing which is definitely clear, that the coffee, or the caffeine actually in the coffee, will make you pee more, because it is a diuretic. If you enjoy it and you don't react badly to coffee, just have your cup, and while you are waiting for the kettle to boil, or while you're waiting for the barista to make your favorite vanilla almond mocha, just have a glass of water or a bottle. Number 11 is drink smoothies and fresh, ideally mainly vegetable juices. Yes, here it's again about the sugar, but fruit juices are really not much different from soft drinks. The amount of sugars and so on. I mean, unless you have a very freshly pressed fruit juice, which will have some vitamins in it, there is really not much difference between soft drinks. But vegetable juices and smoothies are really, really great to keep you hydrated. If you really cannot stand water yet, don't force it. Incorporate smoothies into your diet, and all the other things I mentioned as well. and just find ways to make it fun for you and interesting. Especially at the beginning, it just may take for it to become a habit. Adding plant-based milk to your smoothie may be as well a good idea and great option for you. And also, obviously, you have the water and the fruits and vegetables, which will help you to stay hydrated. And additionally, smoothies, you have the fiber, which is great for your digestion. So it's like a win-win. Like with everything else, tune in what works for you and for your body type. Have fun with it and really don't stress. You're not going to die out. When you are dehydrated, your body will make you thirsty and you will some way find water or other liquid to hydrate yourself again. But if you aim to improve your cognitive functions and your energy levels, then ensuring that you are well hydrated will help with that. To recap, now you know the 11 ways to drink more water and stay well hydrated. So here I'm going to quickly recap all the points I gave you. So number 1 is start the day with large glass of warm lemon water. Number 2 is carry reusable water bottle with you everywhere. Number 3 is track your water intake in bullet journal or on your phone or so on. Number 4 is infuse your water with fruits, herbs and vegetables you enjoy, for example, cucumber and mint. Number 5 is drink herbal and fruit teas, which are naturally caffeine free. Number 6, eat a cucumber or other high in water vegetables and fruits such as melons, radishes and broccolis. Add vegetables and salads to your meals. Number 7 is incorporate a soup into your diet. Number 8, add electrolytes such as spinach, turkey, avocado, and oranges to your diet. Number 9, drink smaller amounts of water more often. Number 10 is to drink a glass of water with your coffee or other caffeinated drink. And number 11 is to add smoothies to your diet and possibly vegetable juices. So incorporating those into your daily habits will help you combat fatigue, headaches, and constipation, as well as improve your memory, mood, and cognitive functions. Let me know in the comments below which one of those you are already doing and enjoying, and which of these steps you think you can try, and what do you think I have forgotten to mention. And like the video, click the like if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you want to hear more about holistic health. And for more information, go to my website, arletabw.com. Until the next time, love and positive vibes. Okay, that's done.